going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. In this video today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a subject that's going to benefit a lot of the viewers of this channel. The reason why I say that is because a lot of you are most likely in this age bracket. For those of you who are watching this channel and you're not yet in this age bracket, you're still going to want to stick around and check this video out because it's going to bring you a lot of value for when you do reach this age bracket. And if you've already passed this age bracket, you're still going to want to stick around and watch this video because it's still able to give you value. Because if you are watching this video, you're not yet where you want to be, and this can help you progress and get to that level of where you want to be if you're not there yet. So the subject that we're going to talk about today is wasting your 20s. Okay. Now, this subject kind of hits close to home for me because I'm 32 and I feel that I've wasted a lot of my 20s. Do I regret things that I've done? No. But if I could go back and change some of the things that I've done, I would. So that's another reason why I kind of wanted to make this video too, is because I feel that people need to hear this before it's too late. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's dive into this topic and let's talk about some ways that you do waste your 20s, some ways that you can go about fixing you wasting your 20s, and why it's important to not waste your 20s. Okay, so some of the ways that you can waste your 20s is by partying, not being productive, chasing all kinds of unnecessary dopamine hits, having, you know, useless friendships and bad relationships, and being stuck in bullshit jobs and not learning any skills. Those are all different ways that you could go about wasting your 20s, right? So if you are somebody who is partying all the time, right? Chances are is that if you're partying all the time, regardless of your age in your 20s and how young you are still most likely going to be very unproductive the next day, and it's chasing a dopamine hit, which means that you are constantly want to keep chasing that same thing over and over and over and over again. Why? Because it feels good. Okay, so you want to avoid partying as much as possible, because what does partying lead to? Most likely hangovers. You're sleeping in, if you have a morning routine, you now fell off your morning routine, so you're not being productive, which is a big waste of time in your 20s, because in your 20s, that's when you have the most energy, that's when you have the most oomph behind you, and you want to use as much of that as possible to get up and go and accomplish the things in life that you want to start to accomplish. As many of the goals that you have set for yourself, you want to use that oomph in your 20s to be able to accomplish those goals. And partying is not going to do anything good for that. Besides, if you're like an entrepreneur or somebody starting a brand, of like a personal brand, and you're trying to get it out there, that's the only thing that partying is good for, is pretty much like networking. And really, it's not even good for that either, because most of the time when people wake up the next morning from partying, they don't even remember who they were in contact with. And if they do remember who they were in contact with, chances are they don't remember their phone number, they don't remember putting it in their phone or what it's saved under. So chances are is that that was a complete waste of time. So partying is one thing that you kind of want to stay away from in your 20s. I'm not saying don't go out and have a good time, but keep it to a minimum. Go ahead, go do the work first. Once the work is over and you've already started to establish yourself, then go ahead, step out and start having fun. That's one mistake that I made. I chose to party and have a good time over setting goals and accomplishing goals first. I just always wanted to be seen out and about and always go out and party. I thought that was the most important thing. All right. Now, another thing is, having the wrong friends and being involved in the wrong relationships, right? So, having the wrong friends and being involved in the wrong relationships is bad because depending on what you want to do in life and what your goals are, they may not align with other people that are in your life, right? So, let's just say, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to have your own business, whatever. You want to, try to find financial freedom on your own and not be tied down to a job. Other people in your life, like your friends, might say, no, don't do that. Go ahead, find, a stable foundation for you to be able to set up on and have a steady job with a steady income instead of worrying about going ahead and, chancing it and worrying about where your next dollar is going to come from, or even if you're going to make your next dollar, depending on, what business you're in as an entrepreneur and trying to get your own clients. So people might not see your vision, and the people that you're around, your friends that you're around, those friendships can hinder you from pushing on into, the level of life that you want to be at. Now, the reason why I say that too is because when I was in my 20s, I wanted to start a clothing brand. But I always thought that if I started one, that people would laugh at me, that people would think that I was a failure if I failed. I would let my friends and what they might think hinder me from doing what I wanted to do. And you need to not let your friendships do that. You need to just go ahead and do what it is that you want to do anyway and not worry about what your friends think. And even if you're involved in a relationship with a significant other and they maybe don't see your vision, they don't see your goals, or they are trying to tell you that you need to just settle, you need to let that person go and you need to just do what's best for you. You're 20 years old or you're in your 20s, whatever. You are still so young that you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. You need to just go ahead, let that person go, and go ahead and do you and focus on you and what it is that you want to build and create in your life. You don't need bad friendships and bad relationships. So that's another way that a lot of people waste their 20s is they get caught up in these bad friendships and relationships and they let other people try to dictate what it is that they do in their life, and it suppresses them from becoming the person that they're really meant to become instead of progressing forward and flourishing and becoming that person who they're meant to be and creating what it is that they're meant to create. All right. Now, that's the same thing too with having like a bullshit job or not learning any new skills. If you have a bullshit job, it's going to do the same thing because that's going to take up a lot of your time and it's going to keep you from being able to put in the work necessary to be able to create what it is that you want to be able to create and move on to becoming the person that you want to become. Right? And not learning any skills is keeping you stagnant because as you start to get older and you start to meet more people and you start to expand your network, you're going to have to be able to add value. And even as far as a job, with your job or your business or whatever, you're gonna need skills and you're gonna have to possess certain skills in order to help take you to new levels. And if in your 20s you're not taking the time out of your 20s in order to build and experience new skills and take those skills to new levels, you're just going to stay stuck and you're going to stay stagnant. And that's going to be one of the worst feelings possible because while everybody else is living a laptop drop shipping life on a beach somewhere or trading Forex or, maybe copywriting or being some entrepreneur to another business, you're stuck working some dead end job. And that is the worst feeling of all, that feeling that you are left behind and that you are not in the same place as other people. And I get it. It might not be your time yet, but if you're not putting in the work necessary in order to become that person, you can't say that it's just not your time yet. You can just look back and say that, okay, I didn't take the time to learn these new skills to be able to advance me to this level of becoming the person that I'm meant to become. Okay. Now, let's jump into how you can fix it, right? Now, you can fix it by changing your friends group. You can change it by studying personal development. You can change it by learning new skills. And, another thing too, of things that waste your 20s is not being financially literate by blowing all your money. Because when you're in your 20s, a lot of the times you take that money and you blow it, because you want to blow it on all different experiences. Look, man, you're 20 years old or you're in your 20s. You have plenty of time to experience things. Become financially literate. Understand what it is that you need to do with your money and use that money to get assets and get things that are going to pay you, because 30 is not old. Regardless of what anybody tells you, 30 is not old. So if you take your 20s to become financially literate and take the time to learn these skills and you put your money to work for you, when you're in your 30s, you can experience the same experiences in your 30s the same way that you can in your 20s. And it's going to be the same experience, you know? So when I say how you can fix it, be financially literate. Go to the gym, keep your body, in shape, keep your mind in shape. These are all different ways that you can change from wasting your 20s, because if you're in your 20s and you're not productive, you're lazy, you're loathing around and just weeping in your own sorrows and, whatever, because you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not going to get anywhere. And then when you get 30 and you get into your 30s, you're going to feel even worse because you're not where you want to be. And you see so many other people that are where you want to be. It's not a good feeling at all. Look, like I said, I'm 32, and there's a lot of things that I wish that I could have changed in order to be where I want to be. Now, like I said, 30 isn't old, so I still have time to change these things. And like I said, I don't regret anything. But at the same time, I wish I would have made some different choices in life in order to be further along than what I am now. And this is why it's important to take advantage of your 20s. Man, you have so much energy, you have so much oomph in you, you have so much drive and get up and go, to where you feel like you can accomplish anything. You can have 2-3 hours of sleep a night and just work and grind and hustle, and it's not going to affect you at all. You need to take advantage of your 20s, and you need to not let them slip away from you, because if you do, man, you're going to kick yourself in your ass later on down the road. And I'm just being honest. You don't want to be that person that turns 30, that turns 35, whatever, and is kicking themselves in their ass like, damn, I still live at home with my parents. Damn, I'm still not making 100,000 a year. Damn, I'm still not in a relationship. Damn, I lost my license and I'm still not driving because I'm too busy fucking partying and focusing on some little boy shit that, okay, I should have done in my 20s and got out of my system. Or, hey, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm just going to go ahead and focus on being a grown ass man and doing things and accomplishing the things that I need to accomplish. And then as soon as I get to where I'm comfortable, I can go ahead and party and I can experience those experiences. Because, like I said, 30's not old, 40's not old. Dude, you can be 40, have a fucking yacht with 20-year-old bitches on it and be living the life of your dreams instead of being 20 years old, having not a fucking pot to piss in, and think because you're out here hanging out with all kinds of other 20 years old or 20-year-olds in the club, or whatever else you might be doing, some stupid hedonistic bullshit at 20, and when you turn 40, you're like, damn, I wish I was, where these 20-year-olds now. Well, look, you stupid ass, if you would have fucking took your 20s and used them to your advantage, you would be, you know? But I'm just being honest about that. And a lot of times I have to treat myself that same way. I mean, look, I go to the gym and I keep myself in shape and I'm learning new skills, and you know, I'm working to become better every day. I'm not sitting around and loathing and, wishing that I would have changed things. I'm starting to put a change to them. I wasted my 20s. I don't want to see anybody else out there do the same thing because it doesn't lead to anywhere good. The only thing it leads to is down a path of destruction, and you're just going to self destruct yourself. You're not going to get where you want to be. Your parents are going to look at you like you're a fucking waste of life. And, society is just going to look at you as somebody who lives paycheck to paycheck. You're somebody who can't enjoy the freedoms of life and enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck because you wasted your fucking 20s doing something stupid. So, guys, check this out. I hope this video helped you all, and I hope that this video motivates you to not waste your 20s. And if you're not in your 20s yet, I hope this gives you a little foreshadowing to what's to come in your 20s, and you use this as a way to be able to start to prepare to not waste your 20s and to use them as golden years to get yourself prepared, to set yourself up to become financially free, and to get yourself where you want to be in life. And if you're older than your 20s, I hope that this kind of lit a little fire under your ass and motivates you to get ready to become the best version of yourself and get you on track to being the person who you need to be, not just for yourself, but for other people in the world. All right. Now, check this out. I'm going to do a plug real quick for a few different things. One, if you want to learn new skills, in the description, check out the link for the real world. Go ahead and join it. I'm a part of it. As I said, I'm 32. You can learn 18 different ways to create wealth, all via the internet. Guys, the internet is the way. That's how you make money. That's how you enjoy freedom. You work via the internet, Wi-Fi money. Learn how to make money via the internet, via Wi-Fi, right from your phone, right from your laptop. The real world has 18 different modern wealth creation methods that you can learn from other millionaires. All the professors are millionaires. It's got a great community, great people in it. Everybody wants to see everybody succeed and become the best version of themselves. Great place. Go ahead, click the link in the description to join. It's well worth the $50 a month. Another thing, if you are into fitness, if you work out, the Ambrosia Collective, best supplements on the market, especially if you're looking for any kind of plant protein, or if you're looking for a pre-workout that doesn't have beta-alanine. Kinetic is the best pre-workout that you will find. It's the first and only mushroom enhanced pre-workout, and they have so many different flavors of plant protein, which taste amazing. Hands down, the best protein on the market, the best pre-workout on the market. Doesn't give you any kind of crazy itchy or tingly feelings because there's no beta-alanine. Great pre-workout. Also, clothing brand, Lions Not Sheep. I support Sean Whalen and his brand. I love what they stand for. Guys, you will never see me put anything on here that I do not support, because I support what they stand for. I do not just support a brand just because I support what the brand stands for and what it does and what it means. Okay, so go ahead, guys, check out the link to all three of those things in the description to this video. Also, my social medias will be in the link to the description as well. Go ahead and follow me. And do me a favor, if you guys got any kind of value from this video, go ahead and like the video, comment what kind of value you've got from it, share the video with somebody else who might need it, and subscribe to my channel. Guys, I want to create more and more content for you all, and also drop in the comments what kind of content you want me to create, or what topics you want. I shouldn't say what kind of content, but what topics you want me to create in my videos, so I can create the content that has to do with the topics that you want to learn about. Guys, thank you all for watching my video. I really do appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video.